Hello Stampers, I'm Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. I am an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up. Today for my Wednesday tip video, I have a tip that came to me out of necessity. If you guys follow me, you know that I have mentioned I have a very bad memory. Like I have a lot of problems remembering things. And when Stampin' Up! Came out with all these new embossing folders that are made by a new manufacturer, we also came out with this 3D embossing plate. And this is a special plate that we're going to be using with our 3D embossing folders. But not the other embossing folders, not my older embossing folders, only the new ones. And I thought, how on earth am I going to remember this as time goes on? Like, I know which ones are new right now, but am I going to know which ones are new in 6 months? I don't know. So I was on the Demonstrator Planning Place. It is a Facebook group for demonstrators. I love all the options and all the extras that we get as demonstrators or discount shoppers. So I found a lady who had a great solution, and I cannot find that post again to give her credit for this, but I just want to let you know this was not my original idea. I have a great tip about the blue plate and the new embossing folders that I think will help everybody out. So we're going to turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So as I mentioned, Stampin' Up! Has a new manufacturer for their embossing folders and their dies. And we have some different requirements. Ooh, I've got a little tiny moth flying around in here. That's kind of creepy. Okay, so if you look through the catalog, you'll see an N in a red little like bursty circle thing. I don't know what to call it. Looks like a little sticker. But that N means that that's a new embossing folder. So I know that the brick and mortar is a new folder. I know that the high C's is a new folder. The Magnolia is a new folder, and the Scripty 3D is a new folder. Now, I'm talking only about the 3D folders here. There are some other new ones down here, but those this video does not apply to. My Scripty embossing folder is out right now, packed up for stamp clubs. But what I wanted to tell you is, so you need to use this blue embossing plate with these new 3D embossing folders. Only the new ones that say 3D. And that means that if you have all the rest of these, they're older. If you order any of these from this point forward, they're all going to be new and need this folder that say 3D by them. These down here are not 3D. You don't need this plate for these. So we're only talking about 3D, and that's a little confusing. So I just want to make sure that I'm being clear and I'm not confusing you more. So we need this plate with all 3D embossing folders that are new from the annual catalog forward. I hope that makes sense. For example, I already have the lace 3D folder. I don't need to use the blue platform with that because it's older. But if you order that today, you will need the platform with it. So any new folders that say 3D to you from this point forward, or from when the annual catalog came out and these folders were available, you need to use this. So I thought, well, I'll just do a demonstration. And I've got a couple sneak peek folders to show you too. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. Now, some of you may have this older platform with the tabs. And if you do, you know that you always need to open up one of those tabs when you're using embossing folders. And nothing has changed about that. If you have this old platform, you're going to open that tab up. You're going to place one of these new folders on that tab, and you're going to run it through the Big Shot with the blue platform on it. Okay? Whoops. Hang on, I've got things getting in the way over here. They're going to fall off my desk. So that's going to emboss this. Sorry for the wiggle. Here we go. Perfect, right? Now, If I have an older 3D embossing folder, for example, this one I got before the new manufacturer made our plates, we're still going to use this one the same way we always did. You're going to put your cardstock in here and you're going to take a regular cutting plate because this is an older embossing folder. And again, run it through. Whoops, hang on. Got things moving around here. There we go. With one regular cutting plate. So this is an older folder. Isn't that just, I love this one. It's gorgeous. And then you might have a newer platform for your big shot. And if that's the case, you're going to do it the same way. Platform, one of the newer embossing folders, cardstock, and we are going to run this through with the blue because this is a new embossing folder with this annual catalog. Okay, and that embossed beautifully. I love this one too. Isn't that cool? Hang on, I gotta grab some more cardstock. Now, how are we going to keep all of these straight? Okay, I've got some more cardstock that I'm gonna run through in a second. How are we gonna keep all these embossing folders straight? How am I gonna remember that I need to use the blue platform with this one is new, this one is new, these two are new, and the scripty, which I don't have right here. This is what I learned in the demonstrator planning place. I went out and got some stickers, and I think I picked these up at Walmart, and there goes my terrible memory again, because I just bought them like 2 days ago, and I'm thinking they're not Walmart, from Walgreens. What I plan on doing is I looked for blue stickers, because blue is going to help me remember. I'm just going to take a star and put it on the embossing folders that need to use the blue platform. And that way I'll see that star and I'll go, oh yeah, I need to use that blue platform. So this is what I'm going to be doing to help me remember which folders need the blue platform. Okay, isn't that a great idea? Yeah. So do you want to see some new embossing folders? This is our new hammered metal embossing folder, and I'm going to put a star on there because I need to use the blue platform with this one. And here's a card that I made and shared with you guys. Here is that hammered metal folder right here. Isn't that gorgeous? I put it on copper. This is a brand new stamp set bundle coming out in the Holiday Mini Catalog, and this folder is from the Holiday Mini Catalog. Then we've got this folder is called Winter Knit, and it is also a new folder that's going to need to use the blue platform. So I'm going to put that on there. And let me just quickly run this through the Big Shot so I can show you how cool it is. Another thing that you guys may have noticed, we have this line on our embossing folders now, and I love that, especially for patterns like this that need to be straight. Like, I don't want my cardstock to be in here crooked, right? That's not going to look good. With a random pattern like this, it wouldn't matter, but with something very definite like this, it is going to matter. I'm going to run this through the Big Shot. I'll be right back so you can see it. And here we go. Oh, look at how cool that is. Yeah, so it looks like a knit sweater. Very fun. All right, so just a little rundown here. I know this is a little confusing, but you'll get it. Anything that has a red N by it, anything that has a red N and says 3D, that's what you're going to use this blue platform for, okay? Now, if you had any of these older carryover embossing folders from before this annual catalog, and this is the 2019-2020 catalog. If you owned any of the folders that do not have a red N by them, use them like normal. You're going to use them with one cutting plate, regular cutting plate. But if you have any of the ones with the N that are 3D, you're going to use them with this blue folder. I hope that makes sense. Now, if you buy any of the 3D, which are all of these are 3Ds, if you didn't own these prior to this catalog and you buy them now, you're going to need to use the blue platform because they have been manufactured by a new manufacturer. And I hope you'll get yourself some stickers, or even just take a white sticker and color it with a blue marker. That will help you remember that you need to use the blue platform with these particular embossing folders. And if you would like to get one of these 3D embossing plates, that's what it's called, a 3D embossing plate. If you would like to get one, the item code is 149658, or you can just go into my online store and you can type in the little search blank 3D embossing plate, and this will pop right up. They are $10. They're not gonna wear out or anything because we're just using them with embossing folders. So if there's anything that I've shown you here today that you would like to order, you can hop right on over to my blog. You will find an online ordering button in the right-hand column. This is the monthly host code that you can use if your order's under $150. If it's over $150, don't use that code. I want you to get those benefits for yourself. Stampin' Up! Will give you some rewards. Click right up here to head over to my blog. Today's Wednesday, and not only do I share a tip with you on Wednesday, I also share a joke on my blog. Everybody needs to laugh a little more, don't you think? Okay, you guys, click down here to subscribe. You don't want to miss anything I have coming out. And thank you so much for once again taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend it with me. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.